Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy Skywalker OG coming back at you with some more Rise of Kingdoms content. Today we are back on our 307 account, and obviously the KvK has pretty much wrapped up. We are burning and building throughout the whole Last Kingdom map, taking over everything, and yeah, that's pretty much how it's going. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and continue our series on our third best march in this KvK, or what we believe to be our third best march in this KvK, and that was Saladin William. Now, Saladin William, a lot of times we actually didn't even have skills on this march, and it still did pretty well. This was a scenario where I teleported out. The fort was getting sieged by these smaller guys, a few big guys. So I TP'd out and it was just me for a little bit, but this is me versus all their marches. Sorry about that. Of course, I did have all 5 of my marches as well, so they're probably focusing my XY march while this Saladin is getting down his damage. Let's keep scrolling through. Here's another Saladin report. Let's see. Yep, okay, we do have the Divine Julius buff, which is a decent one, and then we have the increased normal attack damage of troops led by this commander by 10%. Normal attacks have a 10% chance to grant an additional 100 rage. So this is pretty much when we had skills on. This is the skills we were running. And then here we go. I don't know if this is T4. Yes, this is all T4. So we smashed KvK. Of course, he had a little bit, quite a bit less troops in his march. As you see, we're not getting too much of an AoE value here. But the biggest value we're getting off of the Saladin pair is all the debuffs that Saladin's putting down on the enemy marches, and all the rage that William is giving to you and your allies around you. Here's another Saladin William trade. We got pretty decent trades on these. The Saladin William march, I do just let it go with the target. Whatever I target, I don't really drag and drop it around. My marches that I really play with a lot and drag around and move around would be my XYYSG, and then my buffing march, which is usually my Chandra. That'll be the last video we do is Chandra. He was definitely the least amount of kills that I got. I'm not showing the kills that we picked up this KvK like we did on the other two, and that is because for some reason my Saladin doesn't seem to be ticking up. I mean, I can show it, but I think it's like at 3.5 million, but I don't remember. I believe we used Saladin before, but I definitely got more than 3.5 million kills on him, because we got 65 million kills total, so that wouldn't add up if we only got 20 million off of Attila, then 7 million off of the XY, and then only 3 million and less off of each of these marches. That would be less than 40 million kills. So obviously that's not right. So that is not right. So we have an issue there, so we're not going to show that, but we're going to go ahead and just keep going through all of our reports that we have. I would say that we probably racked up somewhere around 4 or 5 million kills on this march. That's probably where we landed with this, about 5 million. That's most likely what we got with our Charles Herald as well. But again, William's doing an amazing job buffing up all of my other marches, which I really need. I really appreciate that. And of course, Saladin is doing a good job at keeping him alive. And of course, we're getting good trades throughout the report. We've gotten a few negative trades, few bad trades against some, Attila Takedas that are smacking us, or other marches that we're obviously not focusing, and they are focusing us. They are giving it to us raw dog style. We do not like that too much. Of course, that one's a decent one, not too good, or not too great, but it's a good one. Let's see. And then we're gonna go through our gear and our talent tree next. Kind of do it a little bit backwards today. So overall, I think this march is pretty decent on the open field. It's probably, I gotta say, Attila Takeda is definitely the best, hands down, open field march for Cav units. For just getting, racking up insane amount of kills, if you have good gear, XYYSG is very good. But if you're trying to look for the best team march that's going to help out your team, going to help out the rest of your marches, and still get you good trades, I do believe Saladin William is probably the best cav march for open field for a team fight situation. Now, if you're looking for just those 7 wounded, again, I do believe Attila Takeda or XY YSG will give you better results in that scenario. But again, Saladin William, very, very good for helping out the team. Very good. And for helping out your other marches. I mean, my XYYSG and my Attila Takeda would not have gotten the reports that they got without my Saladin William march. That is for sure. And again, we are using T4 in these, so of course our troop trades are quite a bit higher, but the power trades are reasonable. And again, we're not looking for any high kills. We're just looking to try to go even. If we pull positive, awesome. We can get some big ones, that's really good, but mainly we're looking to get those debuffs and the buffs down on the other marches. And we pretty much successfully did that all throughout this KvK with this march. And we weren't running too amazing gear on it. Let's go ahead and go into the gear. Our Civ is obviously the Germany Civ. And then here's the Saladin gear that we are running around with. We have the book, the Ancient Stratagems, I guess. Then we have a Gatekeeper Shield. I wanted to try this just for the cav health. It's obviously not better than the Heart of the Saint or anything like that. I just wanted to give it a try because I had an extra couple of these before I had the Heart Saint blueprints. And now as I'm making the hearts, if they proc, I go ahead and switch it. But anyways, this is what we were running for our actual gear. Pretty much all procced epics. No proc on our boots, but we do have the Cloud Racers. And then we have the Gatekeeper Shield, which is procced for calves. Again, we are going to replace that because I know it's not the best. I just wanted to check it out and do a little bit of testing. And then this is our talent tree that we are using. We should probably go with this one here. When troops led by this commander take skill damage, there's a 50% chance that they will gain an additional 5% skill damage reduction for the next 3 seconds. That's probably a good one to use since we're going with a buffing debuffing march. But I really like to go up this whole attack tree so I can do extra damage, get more rage, run a little bit quicker after attacking somebody, and you know, just basically try to sustain, stay alive, and pop out as many buffs and debuffs as I possibly can on the enemy marches. And of course I try to get onto the infantry marches with that march. I know it's not the best to try to take on infantry with calves, but you know, Saladin does really well against infantry, and I'm all calves for the most part. So my Saladin being able to reduce their damage and or their healing and their defense and all that good stuff is a really big plus for me. Anyways, guys, I hope that this video helps you in making a decision on your marches, and until next time, peace out.